everyone has the same intentions as you. Not everybody cares as much as you, is gonna care as much as you, is gonna put in as much work as you do. Hey there, boys and girls. Welcome. That's hilarious. Anyways, welcome back to Uplift with your boy, Sean Christopher Jenkins, aka Dr. J. Man, the Uplift YouTube channel is growing. The Uplift podcast is growing. So, man, if you haven't subscribed already to my YouTube channel and subscribe to my podcast or follow my podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Anchor, Spotify, you name it, man. If you're not following Uplift Past Crossroads, if you haven't shared it to somebody, man, go ahead and share it because you're missing out. They're missing out, and man, it's about to blow up. I already told y'all before when this channel first started that we are meeting milestones, man. We're going to change the world, and that's what's happening. So thank you so much if you already subscribed, you've been following this channel. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. So, man, go ahead and like it. Go ahead and share it. Go ahead and comment on it because you already know you're going to like it. All right, guys? So today, I just want to talk about something that everybody been DMing me because, you know, it goes down in the DM. You know that rap song, hey, it goes down in the DM. I don't remember who sung that song. Don't really know it like that. I just went to TSU, so I heard that song every once in a while. Everybody always, you know, referenced it. But anyways, so it goes down in my DM now on Twitter page, on my Twitter, and it goes down in a DM on my Instagram page. But anyways, I want to talk to you guys about friendships, you know, friends, you know, and because somebody DM'd me about that on my Twitter page, and I've been meaning to get back to her, and she actually messaged me, you know, trying to get me to talk about it. So, you know, here we go, man. Let's get into it, all right? So, yeah, she told me, you know, just a little story about her. So she DM'd me. Let's just give you a summary on it. So let's see how I do giving you guys a summary. She said she's been friends with somebody that she called a bestie. I mean, everybody had a bestie before. You know, who are your besties? Who are your best friends? You know, so she had a bestie, and this bestie, like, you know, she did nothing wrong to get any type of mistreatment from this person. Like, this friend that she had, her bestie, she did everything possible to, you know, always be there for her, to uplift her, to encourage her. And not only that, like, nobody believed in her friend except for her. Nobody believed in her bestie and poured into her hope and love and just everything like that except for her, right? So she DM'd me talking about, like, you know, just how really awful of a friend her best friend was. And it really crushed her. And she really wanted the friendship to work out. She really wanted, you know, she wanted the best from that friendship, but apparently her friend didn't. And not only that, her best friend, she told lies about her. She misbehaved all the time. She started, you know, treating her like garbage. Then anytime, even before that, anytime they were just, you know, when they were close, you know, her bestie would never encourage her. Her bestie would never, you know, her bestie would never acknowledge her pain and what she was going through. No, it was always about, you know, like Beyonce saying, me, myself, and I, you know, I thought I cried 1,000 times, you know what I'm saying? Like, her bestie would always just focus on her. It was always about her. So apparently, like we talk about on my YouTube channel, on my podcast, her bestie was a taker, not a giver. I mean, you guys have been in that boat before, right? I mean, let's be real, right? So, yeah, this is her story, guys. So, you know, she felt betrayed, and she never told a lie against her bestie, and she never retaliated, guys. You know, hurt people. But in her case, she didn't do that. She always wanted the best for her best friend. She still does. She still wants to be friends. But her bestie doesn't. And not only that, her bestie spread rumors about her, lies about her, you know, treats her like garbage, like I said, and yeah, it hurts her, you know. So she DM'd me about this, and guys, all of us go through stuff like this. So I'm gonna tie this in with what I talked about before on my YouTube channel. So I actually talked about some people you gotta do the Heisman on. You know, remember I did that video, guys, the Heisman. Do you remember the Heisman? I'm gonna share it on this video, like, just if you're on my YouTube and you're watching, that's great, man. So I'm gonna add a card to where you can just go to it, and at the end of my video, I'm gonna add a card. You know, I'm gonna show in my video description and in my at the very end of the video, you'll see you know, you'll see that video, those videos. I did part 1, part 2. Sometimes you gotta do the Heisman on people, guys. So that was my very beginning stages on YouTube. It's kind of embarrassing. Like, you know how it is, guys. Like, the longer somebody's been on YouTube, the weirder their beginning stages look and are. It's just weird. But anyways, like I'm totally embarrassed by that video. But it was good content. It was great. It's just, yeah, it's just my beginning stages on YouTube. But anyways, checked out those videos. But I just want to talk about that. Some people, guys. Let's just talk about her situations. First of all, I would like to say, not everyone has the same intentions as you. Not everybody cares as much as you. Is gonna care as much as you. Is gonna put in as much work as you do. So I'm gonna reference a few quotes eventually, but I just want to talk to you guys. Not everybody's gonna care as much as you do. Like I was trying to say. There's some good people out there. I mean, good people like myself, and I'm not saying that to boast. Let's be real. There's some awful people in the world. There's some stupid people in the world, and there's some foolish people in the world, and there's a lot of foolishness that goes around, and a lot of people just do stuff to get over other people, and they take advantage of other people. They use other people, and you're not supposed to use people. You're supposed to use things, not people. But there's some people out there that just man, they're just awful people, man, and I can't stand those type of people, man. We live in a world where, okay, let's be honest, most people are awful, like, real talk. I mean, you'll meet some great people, some amazing people, but they're a dime in a dozen, man. We're like stars. Like, this is how Tennessee State University was for me, actually. I always looked at Tennessee State University, HBCU, with all black people, that's racist, but, I mean, just with people, those type of people, they act so much like niggas, if I'm being honest, though, man. They were just so black. And when I say black, I mean they act hood. They're from Memphis, and stuff like that. I mean, these people, man, they're like, oh, man, they were just awful, man. Like, they were backstabbers, liars, cheaters, manipulators. Like, they were the worst people you could ever meet, man. Like, most of them. And, like, you couldn't get close to those type of people, because when you get close to them, then you get burned. And so this is what I'm trying to say. Not everybody cares as much as you, can be trusted, and should be given the time of day. So going back to my Heisman video, I asked a few questions. So let's talk about those questions. What does it mean to do the Heisman on somebody? What it means to do this Heisman on somebody, because Ali asked me this. He's my coworker. I got many coworkers. This guy's amazing, man. I love Ali. Ali, this video's for you too. He asked me one time, what does it mean to do the Heisman? How do you do the Heisman on someone? When and who do you do the Heisman to? So, like, answering those questions, this is the prime example. Guys, like, what does it mean to do the Heisman on somebody? Sometimes in life, people just don't care. Sometimes in life, people, they don't care to see you succeed. They only care to get over on you, get ahead of you. They get jealous when you succeed at something. They don't support you, and they say they support you, but then as soon as you start succeeding, man, like, the chatter starts. Like, they talk about you behind your back. They're jealous and envious of every single successful thing that you do. But then when they get, when they're successful and stuff like that, they want you to praise them and, give kudos to them and be there for them. But as soon as you succeed, they say, man, you changed, man. You turned into something else, man. Like, those aren't your type of people. See, and that's what I'm trying to say, guys. Some people aren't your people. And these are the type of people you need to do the Heisman to. The people who aren't your people, they don't support your dream. They don't support, they don't want you to reach your full potential. They just want you to stay the same. Like, some of y'all got friends like that, guys. So these are videos about friends that I'm doing just for her. Some friends, they just, they're not good for you. They just, it's just always the same old, same old. They don't want you to change at all. And when you do, as soon as you do change, then, oh my gosh, you can't hang out with us no more. You can't be with us. So those are the type of people you do Heisman on. You do the Heisman on people who, they don't make you better. They don't influence you and inspire you. These people are below you. They're beneath you. They do things that just bring negativity and toxicity. They're toxic people. Or these type of people you do the Heisman on. Do the Heisman means, just like in football, guys. We talked about this before. Just like in football, in the use that block button video. See, use that block button, guys. See, the block button on social media, on Twitter page, on your phone, on Instagram, on everything. The block button is so powerful, guys, because you don't just use the block button as functionalities on those social media platforms. No, you use the block button in real life, because some people can't go where God's about to take you. Some people can't handle going where God's about to take you, man. It's the weaving process. It's just the same thing with the Israelites in the promised land. Not everybody could go to the promised land. Not everybody had the mentality and the mindset to be able to handle all the blessings that was coming with the promised land. Not everybody was willing to put in the work to get to the promised land and was too caught up in their old ways of living, their old ways of life to even see the goodness of the promised land because they liked being in slavery and in bondage so much that that's all they wanted to go back to. You know? And that's how some people are in your life, man. They can't handle your success. They can't handle seeing you succeed. And it's sad. Some of our family members are like that. And because some of my family members are like that, guys. They're competitive and they want to compete against me. When I'm family, we should be working together. Man, we would do so much more if we just work together, man. If we just come together and we just uplift one another instead of trying to hurt one another. So this is the prime example, guys. These are the type of people you do the Heisman on. Now, how do you do the Heisman? You do the Heisman. And what does it mean to do the Heisman? What it means, well, I kind of answered that question. What does it mean to do the Heisman, man? You do the Heisman on negativity, on things that are toxic, things that don't help you and that only hinder you from living your best life. You know, living my best life. You know what I'm trying to say, guys. And how do you do the Heisman on somebody, man? You just block them, man. You don't have to, I forgot what I said in those videos, but basically, guys, as far as it depends on you, be at peace with all men. And some people don't want peace for you. Some people, they don't know what peace is. They don't like peace. I mean, I met a lot of women, guys. And this is so sad. I mean, if you ever use dating apps, man, oh my gosh. The worst people I ever met is from dating apps, guys. The worst women I ever met are from dating apps. So that's a fact, guys. And the thing with dating apps is, like, with those type of women, man, they're the worst souls I ever met. Like, some people just like drama. Some people feed off drama. Some people let drama fuel their lives, and that's all they know is drama. And drama just comes to them. You know what I mean? And they like it. And that's all their life is not peaceful at all. It's always something. And they like it. That's not the type of person I am. I can't stand just having tension with somebody else. I can't stand just not being in a good place with somebody else. I can't stand just hatred, bitterness, resentment. I can't stand it, guys. I don't like it. That's the stuff you do Heisman on. I mean, if you're a good person like me, I know darn well you don't like stuff like that, all right? You don't feed off of that. So, like, that's when you do the Heisman. That's the type of people you do the Heisman. So who do you do the Heisman to? Those type of people. And this is the same case with the woman from Twitter, the one that messaged me. Her friend, she cared about the friendship. She poured into the friendship. She told me that she did. She said she was the only one to pour into the friendship. So in saying that, guys, if you're the only person working trying to make a relationship work, whether that be a friendship, a family member, or anything, any type of relationship, guys, that's a situationship. Because the person ebbs and flows based on if they need you or not. Like, so they're not really trying. They don't care about you. They don't care to see you succeed. They don't want to help you. They don't want to help you. They just want to help themselves. Those are the type of people you don't need in your life. So that's not a loss. You know what I mean? Like, she wanted the friendship to work. She did everything possible to make that friendship work, and she's still willing. But her best friend, her bestie, didn't want that to happen. And guys, we all been in relationships like that. So let me go to the next stuff, guys. Like, the girl loves her friend, but her friend wouldn't love her back. Guys, we always been in situations like that. All of us have. Let's get to some good points, all right? Let's just go ahead and get into it. So, have you ever had a bad friend before? Because she has a bad friend right now. This is a bad friend. Guys, we have all had bad friends before, okay? Like, these friends, they're naturally toxic. I mean, they're always starting something. There's always drama with them. It's inevitable. That's all they know. This is all they bring to the table. That's bad food to eat. But anyways, like, who want to eat toxic food, right? And then they don't care as much as you. They're the worst people you'll ever meet and come across. And they're not your people. These aren't your type of people. So you don't have to force yourself to be in a relationship with somebody you don't want to be in. Whether that be a friendship, dating, or a marriage, or anything. You have power, so much power in your life that you don't need that. So one time, for example, when I was a kid at my church, this guy named Isaac here, And when I was really young, I didn't understand this till I was 8 years old. Like, this guy would always lie about everything. I would tell him something, and he would twist it and manipulate it and tell somebody else. And he lied about everything, like how much money he would make, and he's only 9, so he lied about everything, guys. He would lie about all his hobbies, how much he can hoop, like didn't lie about you. Like he done told 10 different stories to somebody else to where nobody knows the truth. Like this is all he ever did. So those are the type of people, just like I've been trying to say, that you need to avoid. Those people aren't good for your life. Like yes, and that's another thing. Like everybody has people in their life that they want to be a part of their lives. Like there's been plenty of women I wanted to be a part of my life that are just look like angels. They're look heaven sent. I mean, oh my gosh, they look amazing. They look so innocent. But guys, I mean, we all know the most beautiful people, they tend to bring, there's so much problems with them. They're so jacked up. And that's because, this is a fun fact. I mean, guys, let's be real, okay? Let's just be real. Like, ugly people are the nicest people you'll ever meet. Because they never been touched. They never been manipulated. Like, nobody ever really wanted them. So, like, they're just so compassionate, gentle, and loving and caring. They're just naturally nice people because they have to be on their best behavior to get people to like them, right? Let's be real. Then you meet beautiful people. Beautiful people naturally get everybody. They naturally get attention. People naturally want to love on them, whether that be, physically with sex or anything, or just they want them for themselves. So people figure out they don't want stuff when they figure out what that something really brings to the table. So like with beautiful women and beautiful men, like, they become something that you really don't want, and you see that, but at first you just were looking at their looks. So like beautiful people tend to be the most ugliest people you ever meet because they've been torn apart so much that now that they use other people. So hurt people hurt other people. So now they're hurting other people and they're trying to get over on other people. But anyways, guys, you get what I'm trying to say. So like another question I was gonna ask you guys: have you always been the greatest friend to someone? Have you ever been a bad friend? Because guys, let's be real. We don't want to be friends with everybody. Like we all have had friends that want to be our friends, but we don't want to be their friends. We all have people that want to love us and want to date us and want to marry us and just want to be a part of our lives, but we don't want them to be a part of our lives. We don't want them. So every one of us have been that bad friend before. Every one of us have not been interested in pursuing a relationship with somebody that wanted to pursue a relationship with us. So just judging somebody based and being mad at them based on them not reciprocating what you want to dish out, that's kind of foolish. You know what I'm saying? So guys, like if the desire is not mutual, that's when you need to walk away, guys. That's when it's time to go. And I'm going to read you guys the scripture verse. I actually used this back with the, do the Heisman video, use that block button on part 1 and part 2. And here goes the scripture verse. Jesus sent out the 12, and he sent out the 72. He gave them the ability to cast out demons, to, do miracles, heal the blind, heal the sick, heal the diseased people, and just do things that Jesus could do, right? So Jesus gave them all this power by the Holy Spirit, and then he told them this when he sent them out and everything. He sent them with these instructions. Before he sent them out, he gave them these instructions. He said, take nothing for the journey except a staff, no bread, no bag, no money in your belt. So don't take drama with you. Don't take anything from your past. Don't bring any baggage. Just go where I'm sending you, right? So in life, God's going to send you somewhere. Whatever place he got you in right now, God sent you. He put you there for a reason. Like you're a product of your environment. You're a product of your surroundings. You're a product of everything that God has allowed to come into your life. So, yeah. All right. So wear the sandals but not an extra shirt. Whenever you enter a house, stay there until you leave that town. And if any place will not welcome you or listen to you, leave that place and shake the dust off your feet as a testimony against them. So guys, some people aren't going to accept you. Some people don't want to like you. Some people no matter how hard you try, they just don't want you. We've all experienced that, guys. Like everybody wants approval, everybody wants affirmation, everybody wants to be accepted. But not everybody's going to accept you. Not everybody's going to support you. Not everybody's going to love you. Not everybody cares. So if it's not reciprocated, it's not mutual, it's time for you to dust off your sandals, dust off your feet, and go to the next city, like Jesus said. It's time to go to the next town. It's time to go to the next relationship, to the people. It's time to meet new people. It's time to go to a new city. It's time to do new things. Go to new places, see new things, experience new things that God has for you instead of getting stuck on the old people that God's trying to move you past. Because remember, guys, not everybody can go with you. Not everybody cares to see you win. Not everybody can go to the promised land, your promised land, with you. You can't take everybody with you. So, guys, like, that's the answer to her question, guys. Like, I'm going to end out the lesson like this, guys. Would you rather befriend someone who wants to be in your life or befriend somebody who doesn't give a dang about being in your life and they're just using you? Like, who would you rather befriend? Somebody who really cares and wants to be a part of your life and is putting in the work that you put in as well or more? Or would you want to befriend somebody that's continually trying not to be a part of your life, doesn't care about you, proves on a daily basis they don't care about you, and not only that, they're using you for their own means. And when they're done with you, they throw you away just like her bestie did with her. See, that's not a bestie, guys. Like, what is a friend to you? Who's your bestie? What is there a standard when it comes to your best friends to who you call friend? You know, are there requirements to be your best friend? Or do you just, everybody used the term friends loosely. You know, they use the term friend as if it's just everybody's your friend, especially when we're younger, elementary school, middle school, high school. But I'm going to talk about that in another video. That's what I want to talk about first, with her question and everything. So, guys, not everybody wants to be your friend. Not everybody cares as much as you do. And not everybody's good for you. And that's okay. That's life, guys. That's life. And so your vibe will attract your tribe. So I guess this is what this series is going to talk about. Your vibe will attract your tribe. So, guys, I'm about to do another video for you guys, but about friends. So this is what this series is called, Friends, and then your vibe will attract your tribe. So 2 different series. And then, of course, it ties in with I'm about to spit that fire. So, guys, if you haven't seen those playlists on my YouTube channel, please, man, check them out. They're fire. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to this YouTube channel. Please like this video, comment, share. Follow all my social media platforms, guys. My Instagram, my Twitter, my Facebook, and LinkedIn. Man, it's my Snapchat. All those platforms are growing, man. I thank you for all your support. Thank you for if you got a question, man, DM me on one of those social media platforms or DM me a question on here, and I'll answer it. For her, she didn't really ask me a question. She just told me about her situation, guys. And, yeah, man, let's end out the lesson. That was a good way to end out the lesson. But let me give you a few scripture verses, too. And a few quotes. So, not everybody who fights for you is your enemy. And not everyone who helps you is your friend. All right? And then I'm not even going to get mad anymore. I just have to learn to expect the lowest of people, even the ones I thought the highest of. See, guys, when I was younger, I used to always get discouraged about, people. And because I would expect the most from everybody. From the police officer, I would expect the police officer, to always rightfully judge every situation, to not pull out their gun on any and everybody, and not to abuse their power. But hey, can every cop be trusted? Can every pastor be trusted? Some pastors just care about making all the money in the world. They only care about the money. They only care about the fame. So they say things and do things just to get money and fame. So can everybody be trusted to preach the word of God, to really teach the Bible? Some pastors, I could talk about pastors all day. But you know what I'm saying? So we expect so much from the pastor, from the judge. Oh, are all judges fair? In the court system? Is the system rigged? The judicial system, the court system, the police system, the school system, is it fair? Really? So just expecting the highest from things will get you hurt. And my mom taught me that lesson because, a good example is in church. I've been here since I was 8 years old. Scott Chaplain, this is my father's church, man. Please subscribe to my dad's YouTube channel. That I started, I try to edit videos for it, but, I need an editor like I've been saying. But anyways, guys, I've been here since I was 8 years old. My choir has went through a lot of ups and downs here. They have sound tone deaf and awful a lot of times in my life. And they even fought. It was bad, drama and everything. And I used to get real discouraged when a choir didn't bring it every Sunday. I joined the choir when I was a teenager, about 15, 16, 17 years old. And the choir wouldn't deliver. They wouldn't come with the gospel. They wouldn't come to worship. They just were singing, nonchalantly like they didn't care. And just, they didn't pour in everything they had into that service. They didn't give God their best. And that used to tick me off. And my mom said, you can't have that high of an expectation. Yes, you should have that type of high expectation in church and when you come to sing. Don't get that twisted. But she said you can't expect people to care as much as you do. You can't have such a high standard for people to, meet, because they're not going to meet that standard. And that's your standard. I'm not saying that's not God's standard. That's your standard. So when you have standards, you only become disappointed. So guys, man, the lower the standard, the lower you expect of people and your friends, your associates, or whatever, the more success you'll have. Because if you don't give them any reason to hurt you and disappoint you, then when they exceed your disappointment and hurt and lowest expectations, then, hey, you're filled with joy. You get it. So sometimes you simply need to adjust your expectations in order to avoid disappointments, because people will not always come through for you. They won't. So that backs up the point that I just made. And then another quote, sometimes you have to accept the truth and stop wasting time on the wrong people. Guys, not everybody's your people. Your vibe will attract your tribe, just like I've been saying. And then lastly, you may have to shed some people before entering a new season. Not everyone who started with you will finish with you. Remember that, guys. And so scripture verse, guys. And if your right hand causes you to sin, ooh, this is a good one to use, cut it off and throw it away. For it is better that you lose one of your members than that your whole body go into hell. And that ties in just with friends, And it's funny that it ties in, because you wouldn't think that it ties in with friends, but it does. If one of your friends is awful, they're the worst friend ever. They bring toxic stuff into your life. They're always negative. It's always something with them. They make your life worse. There's people like that in your life. Those are the people you need to cut off, cut loose, because it's better to not have them in your life than to continually have that negativity in your life. Because a negative people, negative thought process, negative anything cannot produce a positive life, guys. You need a positive life. So you need positive things, positive influences, positive everything in your life to have a positive life. You're a product of your environment. If your environment's negative, you're a product of your environment. You're gonna have a negative environment. You're gonna have a negative life. All right. So, but you gotta make the most of those negative environments, negative situations. You get what I'm saying? All right. So a dishonest man spreads trouble, and a whisperer separates closest friends. So that goes back to Isaac, like I was saying at church. This guy would always spread rumors about me and about everybody. He's lying about any and everything. So a whisperer separates closest friends. You don't need people in your life that talks about you behind your back. You don't need people in your life that always spreading rumors. Look at all these rumors surrounding me every day. I just need some time to get away from them. See, hey, you don't know that song? Go ahead and listen to it. I'll make sure to put it on that playlist. But rumors, man. People are going to spread rumors about you. People are going to spread lies about you. Why would you associate with the enemy? Why would you have them at your table? Just do yourself a favor and do the Heisman on them. All right? Just avoid them. It saves yourself. I like a peaceful life, like I said. I don't like drama. So those are the type of people I do the Heisman on. You can have what you want. But a dishonest man spreads trouble. Do you want dishonest people in your life? Do you want people that tells lies, like that are liars in your life? In your life. I want to know the truth. I love truth. I bask in truth. That's why I can't have people who are over the court system, people who are over the police department, people who, we can keep on going, who are over the school system. Like, that's a system. Whoever's over all those things, I don't want them in my life. I just want justice for everybody. Anybody who makes money and profits off of injustice and they let injustice just go about, those are dishonest people. I don't want them in my life. They only cause trouble. They spread trouble. Why would you want trouble in your life? So it can't be avoided, guys. So this is the video, guys. Again, I hope I helped her out, but there's a part 2. I'm not done yet. So go ahead, click on the other video that's tied in with this lesson. It's going to be a card, and it's going to be at the end of the video. This one's going to be called Friends you are becoming, who you are becoming. Friends, who are you becoming? So click on that video, watch it. But hey, I hope you like this video. I don't know what I'm going to call it yet, but by the time I upload this, you'll see the title. But click on the other video, wherever I'm going to put it at on the screen. I don't know. Click on friends, you are becoming who you are becoming. Who? Click on friends, who are you becoming? So, yeah, it's going to be a great video. Ties in with this, all right? And it also ties in doing the Heisman, all right? So whoever's toxic in your life, whoever's ruining your life, whoever's bringing out the worst, whoever, guys, let's be real, all right? Do the Heisman on them. It's okay. You don't need them in your life. You don't need them, all right? You stiff arm them. You don't have to hit them in the face. I'm not saying beat them up or anything. I'm just saying you don't need it. Just get rid of it. Just don't entertain them. Don't give them the time of day. Don't give them a stepping stone to be able to come into your life and bring negative things and drama and trouble into your life. It's okay not to talk to them. You can say hi. You can say bye. If they're struggling, you can help them. All right? But you don't need to have them being a part of your world and in your life, knowing all your business, knowing everything about you. Not everybody deserves that, okay? And actually saying that reminds me of another scripture verse. I meant to say this, but so sorry. It's Proverbs 11:22. So let's read it together. Like a gold ring in a pig's snot is a beautiful woman without discretion. But you can do whatever you want with that scripture verse. Not everybody deserves your precious pearls. Not everybody deserves to have you in their life. Not everybody can be trusted. Not everybody will be loyal. Not everybody is good like you. Some people just want to see the world burn. Some people only want to hurt other people. Some people, that's all they know. So just giving them the best precious pearls of your life, giving them your best, and giving them just your time of day and your company. It's like giving precious pearls to a pig. All they're going to do is wallow in the mud in it. All they're going to do is keep on going back to their natural nature and just bringing hurt in people's lives. So those are the type of people you need to do the Heisman on. Those are the type of people you don't need a part of your life. You need to stay away from. All right? So these are the type of people that's in the world. Oh, and I just needed to say this, man. The girl who DM'd me, you're amazing. Because she said she didn't try to retaliate. She didn't try to get back at. She didn't try to seek vengeance. She didn't try to hurt her best friend who betrayed her. And that's powerful, guys, because I'm going to give you guys a few other scripture verses, man. Like in Romans chapter 12, it's one of my favorite chapters in the Bible. It starts off saying in verse 17, do not repay anyone evil for evil. Be careful to do what is right in the eyes of everyone. If it is possible, as far as it depends on you, be at peace with everyone. See, guys, as far as it depends on you. See, sometimes not everybody wants to be at peace with you. Some people only want to start stuff. Some people, they just know drama. They just know negativity. So it says, as far as it depends on you, be at peace with everyone. So it depends on you. But it said, as far as it depends on you, be at peace with everyone. Sometimes people don't want peace. Sometimes people just want war. And that's what David said in one of his Psalms. He said, I meant it for peace, but they took it as war. So like, it was fuel to, like, get them to try to get, it was fuel, whatever happened was just fuel for them to be ugly to you. Whatever happened was fuel for them to, like, not hear you out, not listen to you, which is what she said her best friend did to her. So, guys, those are people out there like that. So, as far as it depends on you, be at peace with everyone. And don't repay evil for evil. And why? Why did God say that? Because, that's like Jesus saying, turn the other cheek. If your enemy, take your clothes, give them the other half. Give them all of your clothes. Turn the other cheek when somebody punches you in the face so they could punch you in the other face. Like, Jesus said, just forgive those who persecute you. Why? Why don't I try to get back at them? And I'm going to ask you guys a question, because it's going to say in the other verses, if I keep on going, the answer to the question. But here goes another question. Guys, like, whose vengeance is worse, yours or God's? If you try to get back at somebody, what would hurt more? You trying to get back at someone, or God acting on your behalf to get back at somebody? What do you want? So, guys, like, this is the whole thing, the whole point. So, verse 19, it says, do not take revenge, my dear friends, but leave room for God's wrath. For it is written, it is mine to avenge. I will repay, says the Lord. On the contrary, if your enemy is hungry, feed him. If he is thirsty, give him a drink. In doing this, you will heap burning coals on his head. Do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good. So, guys, kudos to her, man. And kudos to you if you have a best friend or family member that just continually is hurting you and you don't try to get back at them. Because God's working on your behalf. He's going to act on your behalf. You know, what the devil meant for harm, God will turn into your good. And all things work together for good to those that love the Lord are called according to his purpose. Romans 8:28. So, guys, just you letting God work on your situation by not taking revenge, by not trying to repay evil with evil, by always being at peace with everybody, always showing people love, by always just doing your best to make relationships work, to always be at peace with people. Man, blessings is coming down on you while heaping coals are coming down on the people that hurt you. So, man, that's a praise report right there, guys. So you may not see it right now. You may not see the benefit of doing the good that you're doing right now, but I guarantee in the near future you will see it. God will show, he will work on your behalf. And not only that, your enemies will come back to you and say, man, this is what happened to me. This is what happened to me. The people that hurt you will come back to you and apologize. And not only that, even if you don't get the apology you need from them, you're still going to receive your reward. And you don't need an apology. You don't need them to see the error of their ways. Because you need to focus on what God's called you to do. That's why you do the Heisman. You do the stiff arm on the defender in football to get them out the way, to move them, because you have a purpose. You have a goal. You have a calling on your life, and you're running to it. You're running where God's called you to run to. You're in your race, and you're trying to get in the end zone. You're trying to win your race. You're trying to get to the finish line, and you're trying to do your best in your race. And doing the Heisman on the people that's in your way, that's going to get you there. And this is how you do the Heisman. You just don't let those circumstances affect you. How do you do the Heisman? You just move on. You move forward. You don't look back and let negativities get you discouraged and get the best of you. You don't let those harbor up and resentment and anger and bitterness. No, you allow peace and love. And that's what Paul said. Paul said in Philippians, he said, think about what's praiseworthy. Think about what's admirable. Think about what's good and pleasing and holy and noble and that's worthy of praise. Think about those things and don't think about anything else. So, guys, kudos to you, girl. You are a bad girl. God's going to bless you. God's going to reward you. If you're going through that, man and sir, ma'am, sir, whoever you are, boy, girl, God's going to bless you, man. So keep on persevering, man. Do not grow tired in doing good, for at the proper time, you'll reap the harvest, man. You're planting good seeds, man. You keep on planting those seeds of blessing. You keep on planting those seeds in your harvest, man, because God's going to let you reap that harvest, and it's going to be great. It's going to be grand. And man can't see the blessing. Man can't see the reward. That's faith right there, guys. You got to have faith to believe that what God said will come to fruition. And that's the whole point of faith. So just doing what seems stupid, not humanly possible, and irrational. I mean, who would do that to their enemies? Who won't try to seek vengeance, right? The movie's harp. But the movie Taken, stuff like that. Harp at just killing somebody that does you wrong. Hurts your family. That's not God's way. This is God's way. So, man, you're a blessing. God's going to bless you, young lady. And this video was for you. I hope you liked it. Hope all y'all liked it. Please like it. All right, it's time to go to friends. Who you are becoming. Let's get to it, guys. I'm going to be wearing the same outfit, all right? So, let me take off this. Let's get to it.